Hunt & Company's tie-dye collection has officially dropped. Click the links down below in the description or head over to thehuntandcompany.com to shop now. My own like car show or whatever, so Top Gear was always a huge car influence. So
when I started doing Top Gear, you were 10.
Yeah, I was really young. I mean, I didn't start watching it until I was about like 15 or so. But
yeah, we didn't even think it would last that long, you see. We thought it would last for 3 years.
What time is it for you right now?
It's British summertime, 5:25 in the evening.
Cheers to that. I got a coffee to start the morning off.
And I was pulled over driving, it was a Ferrari actually, it was a, what the hell, it was a Mondial, that's how long ago it was. But the way the police do it here, it is very patronised. Yeah, no, I know how to...
It's called vlogging, James, you can do it.
This really doesn't bloody work. TJ Hunty's right here on this screen, he has a...
Alright, bye. Bye. Alright, well, that's an interesting way to start the day. I just had a FaceTime call with James May. You'll see it very, very soon, but we had like an hour-long discussion about just like random stuff, and we were talking about when he roasted my 458 GT3. That was by far one of the coolest things I've ever done. I love Top Gear. I've been watching it since I was like 14 years old. One of you guys was watching the vlog and saw me saying that I need stock intakes for the 370Z to pass Smog, and one of you was actually nice enough to come and drop some off. So we're gonna meet them really quick, keep our distance. I'm gonna put my face mask on when we talk, and finally get some intakes for this car. This gentleman's Z is very, very nice. Super clean. We kept our distance, kept it over 6 feet apart, chatted for a few minutes, but he ended up dropping off some stock intakes for us because, as you guys know, I won't be able to pass Smog with the current ones that I have. Really, it's just the air filters on my car won't pass Smog, but I was just looking for a whole replacement just to make sure I wasn't missing any pieces or anything of that sort. So here they are. So literally just this. And we can replug in our sensors, and that's it. So let's get to work. All right, so we need to put in our new intakes. Should be pretty simple. Shouldn't be too rough. So we gotta remove these sensors, get rid of this stupid crap. Why would you even do that? And I believe that this is still stock, so we just need to throw on these boxes, which by the looks of it, snap in, just like that. Oh, that's easy. What's up, dog? And in a perfect world too, once we get these off, we can go straight to the Smog shop, pass Smog, and then we can head over to AAA and get this thing registered. I think in California, you have like 7 or 10 days to register a car before you get like in trouble. Do we need to keep that, or do we need to? Yeah, so we take this thing in general. It's supposed to come out. Oh! Whoa, that was scary. I almost just had that hood fall on my head. The Z is going out for its maiden voyage, boys. Dang, this car smells brand new. I just checked our carpet from yesterday and it is still a little bit wet, so we are gonna let that dry a little bit longer. Our signal is probably gonna be just as shaky because I just went to reach for my seatbelt, so remembered I don't have seatbelts in this car. Oh, and I gotta like redo this harness setup. Ugh. So the reason why I'm so excited about getting it smogged, for those who are like, Teach, why do you care that you're getting your car smogged? In the past, when I've gotten used cars, in California, when you get a new car, you have to go get it smogged. And when you get it smogged, if it doesn't pass, you're screwed. You have to then figure out how to fix it. And although everyone always says, oh, it's stock, it should pass smog, plenty of times in the past I've gotten a car and it doesn't pass smog. And then you have to sit there and figure it out and spend a whole bunch of time and waste time. So to me, getting a car to pass smog is like exciting and a big deal. So I'm looking forward to getting this thing 100% squared away. And then after that, we can go and get it registered. So it's a big deal for me because California is not the best when it comes to doing this type of stuff. And our tires are chunked and all disgusting and gross. So this car's probably gonna drive even worse for the time being until we get new tires on here. Oh no, and what I feared is happening, boys. These tires are just, I should have kept the stock wheels, but I just sold them yesterday. Look at the steering wheel, I'm gonna let go. It shakes violently. Luckily we're close and we only need to get on the freeway for literally like maybe 60 seconds or so. I'm going about 50 miles per hour and the steering wheel shake is 10 times worse than before. This feels really sketchy. It honestly has me second guessing myself, like, did I do anything else to the car that's loose? But everything is tight. Everything is tight on the car. It's just the wheels are all halfway chunked and we're paying for it now. Everything is fine. It's good. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. Look at the alignment. The car can't even drive straight. This car literally drives horrible. And I'm like keeping it under 60, going not even close. Look at my hand when I drive this thing. Of course, we just got to our Smog spot that we always go to, and it's closed. So we're gonna try and look for the closest Smog place to us because this car can't drive far with how bad this is. So, oh, actually there's one down the street where we did the Aventador. Let's go there. Just got to the new Smog spot. He said it's gonna be about a 30-minute wait, so we're just gonna sit put in the AC until we are ready. Fingers crossed, we should pass. I'm not tripping. You guys probably like, Teach, your stock intakes, you got cats, you're gonna pass, but sometimes cats go bad. Sometimes little things like that happen, so let's just hope for the best. He's doing the visual inspection right now. He's making weird noises right now. Weird. Oh yeah, look at that beauty. Passed our visual, as expected. Oh yeah, passed, yeah. One step closer, yeah, baby. All right, now we're off to AAA, get this puppy registered, pay our fees, and we have officially made this car California legal. Woo! Dude, these harnesses fucking suck. Why must you do this to your car? All right, let's get out of here, boys. All right, AAA, baby, let's go. Whoa, that's a big rip. Fuck. I had a fear that that was gonna be closed. Now the only other option is that we have to go to the DMV, which going to the DMV takes forever. And it's a little bit farther, but it's not on highway roads. Darn it. I don't know if I'm gonna do the DMV today. Because all things considered, this car is legal now. Like all we have to do is just pay the registration fee. But I really don't wanna go wait in line at the DMV. This is how slow I have to drive to make sure that the car doesn't fall apart. Ready? Here we go again. So, oh, another car. So, I'm driving so slow that a garbage truck is passing me. An actual garbage truck. Like literally passing me on the freeway. Oh my God. So I didn't film it at all, but Evan knows a person who knows mobile DMV registrations. And because we had this wrong paperwork, she actually came to the shop and we just did all the paperwork in-house. And the car is technically registered. So I get my registration in the mail in 2 days. All said and done, this sucker is now registered. I just got word that the front bumper and rear bumper just got painted, so we're probably gonna be picking those up later tomorrow, and there are some tires we're gonna get tomorrow as well, so we can get these ones off, rebalance them, and fix all that wheel shake, because that wheel shake is literally coming from these tires. The front ones are decent, but the rear is all chunked in the back, and I think the right side is literally just as bad. This one's actually not that bad, but none of these wheels have wheel weights either. This one's chunking a little bit, but nothing that I would say is like would be causing it. But for these living on this car, we're gonna have to throw some wheel weights on these for sure, and hopefully all that wheel shake should go away. We have to leave the shop just a little bit earlier today. Unfortunately, Grandma Hunt is in the hospital right now, and I'm going to my parents' house right now to have a group Skype call with her because you're not allowed to do any visitations in the hospital. It's nothing COVID-19 related, so thankfully it's not that. It's something completely unrelated, but should be okay. But we're gonna go have a little family phone call, Skype call with them just to say hi to her and cheer her up a little bit. So we're gonna head back to my parents' house. Yo, if you've been watching the channel for like 5-6 years, because I know there are some of you out there, I'm gonna show you a little flashback that some of you guys might remember here. Does this camera angle mean anything to anyone? Anyone, leave it down in the comment section below. I'm not even gonna say what the video was because I wanna see how many of you guys like are really like 5-6 year OGs. I was standing like right here, looking down here, and this was what we were looking at. I'm not gonna say what it was. Some of you are gonna be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And that's fine. But some of you are gonna remember and it's gonna be awesome. And then you got the true OG out here. What's up, Shadow? Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Every time I come home, he literally freaks out. I'm honestly surprised that over the last like because I've only been moved out for like, I don't know, 2 years, maybe 3 years, something like that. I don't know, I feel like you'd like forget me, but every time I come home, this little guy is like freaking out. I know, buddy, I miss you too. Yo, here's the ultimate throwback. I used to end all my videos right here. So like where I end my videos now, like at home in my office, they used to be ended right here. My parents haven't changed my room like at all. They've moved a few things around, but my dad is still keeping the snake alive. Oh my God, it almost just thought it was food or something. That scared me. Damn, look at this. Ancient Hunt & Co hat. Monster stuff, of course. Of course there'd be monster stuff left over here. I've never seen this car in person before. It's an old Tesla Roadster. I just got back to the shop because I had to help unload the delivery truck of all the clothes for this Friday. We just got this shop all cleaned up and neat and organized. And now it is a mess again. So we have to do all of our organizing tomorrow to get this stuff ready for you guys on Friday. 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, thehuntandcompany.com. I can't wait for you guys to get this stuff. It's so rad. All right, now that I unloaded it, let's go home because now it's late. Almost just drove off and left the camera. I almost forgot the camera. Don't forget, when at the gas station, always use a paper towel. I hear a Subaru, I hear a Subaru, I hear a Subaru. I always love how you can always tell if it's a Subaru. That boxer rumble is so notorious. There is kind of a benefit to all this, if you would call this a benefit. Gas has never been cheaper. $3.20 for 91? Epic. But I never leave that in. But that's the actual truth of that. I shouldn't even have to say it. I shouldn't have to say it because I've already told you guys.